Hello and welcome to TTV. This is An'am Rouedi and today we are at Taageer Finance, which is one of the leading finance companies in Oman. And we're joined by Mr. Shahin Mohammed Balushi, CEO of Taageer Finance, to learn more about the company's journey and its impact on Oman's economy. Welcome, Mr. Shahin.
مرحبا أهلا وسهلا.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. First of all, congratulations on winning the Finance CEO of the Year award. How does this recognition resonate with you both personally and professionally?
Yeah, I can say one thing here. The recognition which I got it, this recognition is supposed to be for the company, for Taageer Finance, because really the prestige company, and this effort is done by the team and the teamwork. And who deserve it is the team, not Shahin. Shahin is one of the team.
Right.
So basically it's Taageer team, the winner. And Taageer, I can call Taageer Finance, should be the prestige finance company for the year.
Right.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
again. Could you walk us through your journey at Taageer Finance? What have been some of the key milestones under your leadership?
In Taageer Finance, I can talk about the last 5 years. The last 5 years, a lot of changes happened in the company. And the main area was for us, you know, in the leasing business, we have to fund the clients. The clients are SME or retails. So the major things which we did, we're taking care of the customers. And from there, Taageer was able also to create a good revenue and to create a good buffers on the provisioning side, where the coverage ratio today it's reached about 70%, while it was 5 years back. It was less than 53% or 52%. And at the same time also, we are able also to pay good dividends year over year in the last 3 years. And this is also going to go more further, inshallah, in the upcoming years.
Inshallah. What would you say is the most transformative initiative or project you've led at Taageer Finance so far?
In the leasing business, see, the main, as I discussed, as I said earlier, the main things for us to lend the money to the clients. And because of the capital of the paid up capital in the leasing company, mostly it is a small amount. So for Taageer, we came with a new practice, which was we created a new functions. We call it treasury functions, where their role was to arrange the fund for the company, where the company can deploy it back to the market and to support the economy. So we success by creating a new function, which was treasury, and they play a very good role, and they shifted the company relying completely on a bank loan. Today we have, in the last 3 years, we successfully achieved 3 bonds, and we came with the 3 normal bonds, and the subscribe was more than 100%. Then last year also, this year, sorry, we came with the perpetual bond again. That's also oversubscribed. And today the portfolio, the mix of the loan portfolio which we have, is completely diversified. If we have 210 millions, maybe our total borrowing, we have 50 million in from the deposit, which is this is the effort by this excellent team, which is sitting today in Treasury Department. And the bond also help us a lot. And we rely maybe, let's say, 60% or 50% of the funding, it's coming from bank loans. In this type of business, normally in the leasing sector, we rely completely, what we call it, on indirect shareholders. The direct shareholder, they will inject the equity at the beginning, and after that you need to borrow money from the bank to lend it to the market.
Yes.
So that's, I think that role was played, managed very well in the last 3 years by coming up with the treasury models, which was the first company, Taageer, who set up a new setup completely. Their role is to come back with the money. And we do appreciate those people who trusted the company in the last 3-4 years, where they participate in all the bonds. And this whole achievement, again, it's done by teamwork, where mashallah, they are good people sitting and doing it.
MashaAllah, amazing, amazing. So, how have you worked to foster a culture of innovative and growth within the company?
Wallahi, there's nothing we have in hand I can say, but again, it's all linked with the client satisfactions and the customer service, I think, and mainly again, it's all the credit goes to the teams. The teamwork, it's really in Taageer. The team is young, and they are there everywhere in Oman, and they are looking closely or working closely to solve the issues for the SME clients and for others. I think that support us a lot.
Talking about Oman's economy, in your view, how has Taageer Finance contributed to Oman's financial ecosystem and supported its development as well?
See, there Taageer is playing a very, as I mentioned, very critical roles in supporting the SMEs. And when we talk again about the executions or the implementations of fast approvals of loans for those people who need the loans, especially in the SMEs and even the consumers. But in the SMEs today, we are leading that sector fully. Taageer is leading that sectors. And the process, it's very fast. We can say we are one of the fastest company in that. And that's lead to bring Taageer to a positions to be most successful company in the last 3 years, and to lead this sectors of funding the SMEs and the consumer at the same time. So it's like I can say the timelines. The timeline, we are working very fast. The team is doing the things faster, and the execution taking place. And those people who need the money receiving its own time. That's make good things for the company and for the clients at the same time.
Okay, Mr. Shahin, let's talk about the role of FLCs in supporting development of SMEs and how Taageer has been able to contribute in this regard.
See, here I will talk in general. First of all, supporting the SMEs, main support to the SMEs is coming basically from the FLCs. I believe in it. The government spend a lot of time and they are focusing to support the SMEs. Also, the belief is there for any economy that the main support for the employment will come from the SMEs. So even the government had put in a lot of effort in this side in the past 25, 30 years by raising different type of funds. But if you go back to the FLCs, and especially in Taageer also we are doing a lot. In FLCs, we have a portfolio today close to 1 billion riyals or 1.2 billion riyals. And if we say 50% or 60%, it is going to the SMEs, the real SMEs. So that means 600 million or 700 million riyal being deployed from the sector. In the sector, if we see it, if you look to the finance companies, you will see their company like Taageer's age today, 25 years, they are in the field. But their company exists for the last 35 years. They are playing a bigger roles, really to support the SMEs in the countries. The door always open for all the startup companies with a finance company, not with the banking system. The banks come later on once they are healthy a little bit and they take over. But the government also always focusing on that because the government came with different type of funds, hundreds of million riyals being invested to support the SMEs because the SME again, they are going to create the job, they are the futures, they are. So here, I believe Taageer did a very good roles and we are working closely today in our portfolio also. All the business, majority of our businesses is SMEs. Those clients who need to open their own small businesses or whatever it is, we are faster to react to them, faster to pay them. The loans, and Taageer recently we came with something, we call it to support them with a tie-up with a company from USA to support 25 Omani SMEs in upcoming to take care of their financials and guidance. And this is being announced in the last month. And inshallah, the company is going to be working with us closely. And this is something where Taageer will take care of all the financial side of it to support the sector. In the top of that, my request is I hope that one day I see the government injecting some funds to the sector and routing to support the SMEs through FLCs, because FLCs, they have a very good experience and they can deploy the money where the government wants it and they can monitor the government. And here also there will be a secure for the government, they can get the payback. The main area which I feel in the past 25 years I'm in the sectors, and I was CEO in 3 different companies and leasing sector, the clients, the SME, the Omanis, they want to start up their business, but they are facing one really issues. They make little bit money, but the money which they can make, that profitability cannot service a debt which is expensive.
Yeah.
Because finance companies, we are also borrowing money from a lender, we call them, or indirect shareholder, which are those the bankers, the fund provider to us. They also, we have a cost, we are incurring high cost, like 7 to 8% if today our funding directly when we are buying the real, and there's our own cost to add it to it. So when we sell it to the SME individuals, it will become expensive. So his margin which he make from his small shop, was it the grocery or the coffee shop or whatever, he feel that he's paying 10, 12% or 13% back. But if that fund being arranged by the government and being considered in an area where we have to deploy it, for example, to a sector where the government wants it, is it tourism, is it food sector or whatever, so with a very low interest rate, I believe the finance company, they can lead it because they have an exposure and experience of more than 30 years in the sector and 35 years. And the real support to the SME, I have seen it, that's coming from finance company. But our funding is a little bit expensive. So I hope that inshallah in futures, some tie-up between the governments and the FLCs will happen to support the SMEs, inshallah.
Inshallah, why not? And wish you all the best on
Inshallah.
that.
Thank you, shukran.
Thank you. So last but not least, what advice would you give to young professionals in Oman who aspire to take leadership roles in this field?
The first things I can say to the younger, hard working is a must. We have to work hard to achieve any goals or roles we want to be in it tomorrow. And for that achievement, they have the main things, again, it's a teamwork. If they build their things to create a good team around them, I believe they can success. And the qualification, it's a must also. They have to study more, to have some more qualification in hand so they can be the future CEOs, the futures, they can play a bigger roles in their own institute wherever they are working, or they can be the futures man of these companies, inshallah. I wish them good luck. But again, this is all linked with, they have to continually update themselves with the studies, and they have to work hard.
Right.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shahin Mohammed Balushi, CEO of Taageer Finance, for being here with us today. It was a pleasure meeting you and learning more about Taageer Finance and its impact on the economy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.